and welcome to today's video. I'm really excited about this video today and I'm pleased to share this with you. I've been looking forward to this project for quite some time now, and I decided to do this video for a couple of reasons, simply just for interest, for anyone who's casually interested, but also for anyone who was or is in the same position as me with regards to these, which are my BOSE QC35 2 headphones, which I have had for over 6 years now, maybe 7 or 8 years, and I have to say these have been absolutely fantastic headphones. I'm so pleased with these, and I have used them on, I would say, probably a daily basis for a number of years now, and they have just been fantastic. They are fantastic quality and very robust, and when I say that they're good quality, I mean both the materials that they're made with and also the sound quality is fantastic as well. They do fold up, and I didn't think to include this for the purposes of the video, but they do actually come with a carry case, which is a sort of a somewhat oval shape that they fit into. Nice, good quality travel case, and they fold up, as you can see, like that. So when they're folded up, they've got quite a low profile. But I'm not doing a review of the actual product itself today. I'm doing this video because, as you can see, as you may have noticed already when I mentioned the quality, the Earpads are completely past their best and in need of replacement. And you can actually, I'm not sure if I'll be able to pick this up in the picture, but you can see in there is a very faint R, letter R for Romeo in there, and on the other pad there's an L inside, which again is probably, I can't see it being picked up by the camera, but anyhow they're there. And I wanted to do this video today for a couple of reasons. One, simply for those who are just casually interested, and also for anyone who is in the same or was in the same position as me, or is in the same position as I am, where I realised that I needed to replace these pads, and when I went to the BOSE website, I couldn't find, at the time that I checked, I could not find an instructional video or any instructions on how to replace these. I guess the company might say take it to a BOSE outlet, but not everyone has a BOSE shop near them, and I'm not sure if that is a service that BOSE offer in their shops. I don't know. So anyhow, I decided to look around and couldn't find, at the time that I checked, a video to show how to replace these. So I decided that I would do this myself. So this is going to be a little bit of a journey today, because I don't know if this is all going to go wrong. But I decided that I would make an attempt on video, live. It won't be live when it's posted, it's live right now while I'm recording this, but this is an unrehearsed, one-shot attempt to replace the Earpads on my BOSE headphones. I wonder if I can fold them. Yeah, if I fold them this way and then turn them over to show how much in need of replacement these headphones are. Just going to get a little bit of an overhead shot here. They really need replaced. These are the benefits of having a beard, ladies and gentlemen. So, I sourced replacements online You can see there clearly the R that I was speaking about. And I haven't even opened this packet yet, although it does have a resealable opening. I haven't opened these. These are not genuine BOSE Earpads, so I would say that complete honesty here. These are not original equipment material, but they were a lot less expensive than the BOSE's own genuine ones, and as far as I could tell from the description of the product when it was online, these could and should fit, I hope. So that may be another interesting discovery once we get these out and try them. I'm just going to open them up here. I have tried them over the top, and they do look to be the same size, although obviously the originals have expanded quite considerably. But they do look to be the correct size. So we may as well just get into this. I presume that the originals have an adhesive backing, which I'm going to try to prise off here, and we're going to discover how stuck on that is. There we go. Wow, that was very painless. I'm actually surprised at how easily that came off. So straight away we can compare. We can see there's this perforated skirt round the inside, which matches with the replacement, which is promising. That looks good, and also the internal cover. I'm not sure what else to call it. And you can see clearly there the L that I was describing. I maybe never covered earlier in the video that the L and the R, unless you hadn't guessed already, denote the left and right ear, because there is a left and a right side to these headphones, which they're intended to be worn a specific way, with one ear pad on your left ear and the other one in your right, obviously. So I'm going to try to just gently prise off this cover, which feels as though it's stuck on with an adhesive in that area there. I'll turn this around and maybe be able to review. I'm sorry, this is not focusing very well. We're into the heart, the electronics of the item here, and I see that there are two. So there are two adhesive fixings here. One here, which fortunately has come off pretty much intact, which was stuck onto that part there. It was stuck on along there. I'm trying not to touch this because I don't want to contaminate the internal parts of the headphone. And this part here, which I'm going to try to remove. I never thought to have some solvent handy. I would urge caution if you're going to use some solvent. Definitely apply it very, very sparingly to a cloth if you are going to use solvent to remove the adhesive. But that adhesive pad that was stuck along there, I've just removed by rolling it. So fortunately I've not had to use any solvent. So I'm just going to open up the bag here and bring out the left-hand pad, which I am hoping has, and it does fortunately, have adhesive backing on it, which is fantastic news. So if we can just gently this is not focusing very well. Tape. It's probably a good idea to do these one at a time so that you don't have an issue with mixing them up and accidentally putting the wrong onto the wrong side of the headphones. You shouldn't, it should be obvious when you're doing it, but sometimes it can be easy to mix these things up. I know from experience. Overlay that adhesive part onto exactly the same places as it was before on the previous ones. There, and you can see here that there's a cutout part on the insert on the cover which should prevent you from installing these the wrong way, but I would still suggest that you do them one side at a time. For this, and you can see how much the cover material disintegrates with all these little pieces of debris here, which are from this part here disintegrating. These covers do not have any indicator on them that they are for left or right. I can see no markings at all to suggest that one side is for left or one side is for right. So I'm assuming that they are unidirectional. They certainly appear to be, they look to be overall exactly the same. So I'm just going to go ahead here and find there's an adhesive backing somewhere on here to allow these to be stuck on, and I don't see it, so it's on there. Okay. They're maybe just designed to just pop into place. I did, in case anyone's wondering, I have a ruler here, a plastic one, which I had thought ahead to have in hand, so I would suggest that it might be a good idea to have something blunt and that's not going to damage any of the parts. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems that these just pop into place without any adhesive at all, which I'm reasonably surprised about. It's a little bit like, I'm sorry for the camera view going off here, I apologise. It's a little bit like it reminds me of trying to put a tyre back on a bicycle. Gently ease this trim into the lip that's round the sides of the headphone itself. And as you can imagine, there is some tension here on this, which is necessary in order for it to be held in place. And a little bit of the edge here, which is still sitting, protruding. So I'm just going to try and push that in, and hopefully we're going to have a real nice tight fit. If I can just ease this in, still sitting proud of the edge, and wow, that's really gone in beautifully. That is such a good fit. I'm really, really impressed, and I'm so impressed that it was such an easy process. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side as well. So just so that you folks can see that again, because I certainly think that it will be useful to see. And wow, it I didn't realise that they were switched on. So they've just either connected to or disconnected from my, hold on here. If there was an interruption in audio there, I do apologise. I have these headphones Bluetoothed to my device that I'm recording with right now, so I apologise if there was an interruption in sound. I never thought to disconnect it, so I apologise. So there we go. There's there is the original removed, and you can see it's in really poor condition. I mean, these are just they're gone. They're completely compromised, and it's no shame to them because they have served me well for so many years, and I must admit that this wear has really been accelerated by having a beard. So all you guys out there who wear a beard, be aware that your headphones probably will take a beating from that wear, because it's definitely been accelerated for me by having a beard. As I was trying to show in the video earlier, the right hand side, we can see the R depicted there on the inside of this cover, and I'm just going to try to remove that now. We can see that that the adhesive there is quite strong, so I'm going to try just to gently remove it. The adhesive comes with the cover rather than being left behind, and we can see that it's all come off cleanly, which is great. I'm pleased about that. It hasn't come off as cleanly as I had hoped, but what I'm going to do is just roll it as I did previously to try to remove as much of that residue as possible. Off just quite as cleanly as I had hoped. So we'll just give it another little try. Some rubbing alcohol or surgical spirit, some kind of solvent, would have been useful to have, just to take off that little bit of residue, just to try to make that that surface really clean. It's not the best material to use, but I'm just going to wipe this with a paper tissue here, just to try and remove that residue, just to lift it off the surface. And I'm just going to turn these over just to the bare unit, and there's the old cover, which we can see is quite dusty. Side also, and I'm just going to give the work area just a little bit of a clean here. It's becoming quite messy. Okay. The right hand cover, off the backing here. For some reason I just feel it's more natural to attach the internal, this one at this side here, that adhesive strip first rather than that one. I don't really think that it matters, but I just feel that naturally it seems more logical. So I'm going to try and just carefully line up that adhesive part with. You may want to just try and because this little rectangular section here where this grey tape is, you really want to line up this adhesive strip with that. For right there. What I decided to do was just leave this strip with the strip on until I had secured this first one in here. So now that that first one is secure, we can just take this backing off the second part. When it's in place, but it's helpful in that it prevents them one sticking in a place that you maybe don't want it to, and then having an issue with trying to get it fixed. So there we have the right hand one, and we'll just again fix the cover piece in place just by introducing that edge piece in underneath this lip that runs all the way around the headphone. Gently making sure that that's in place all the way around. The times in this video when I've gone a little bit off track, it's just a challenge when this is the first time that I've done this, to look at what I'm doing whilst I'm also taking the video, so sincere apologies for that. We're almost there with this. we have just a little piece here that's still protruding beyond the lip, and I'm just trying to just gently and carefully around the edge. Piece here, it's only very short part that's still protruding, and that's it gone in. The process completed of replacement of the BOSE QC35 headphone covers, and I'm very impressed with how these look. And because we did them one at a time, we know for certain that the left hand and the right hand are both on the correct sides. So I'm really pleased with that. These were not particularly expensive, especially in comparison with the original equipment. I will try to find a link for the original equipment, and I also will find a link for these aftermarket replacements, and I'll look to post that on the video in the description. So if anyone is looking for replacements for these, they should be able to follow that link. So thank you for persevering with this video and taking the time to watch it, and I hope that it has been useful to anyone who watches. And if you've liked this video, then please give it a like, and also if you have enjoyed it enough, then I do hope that anyone who wishes to will also follow my channel for more practical videos like this. And thank you for watching.